So right now we're on our way to go and see about getting some different interviews from different drivers. So we're gonna go ahead and talk to them, talk and see about how their nerves are, how they're doing through the week, and then we're gonna go from there.
Sean Bardell, I race wing sprint cars with Carolina Sprint Tour, IMCA 305 division. First race out here with the King of the Compacts, giving her a shot with the Rob Jetty number 5 Honda Civic, so we're gonna see what we can get her done.
Coming into this race, how was your nerves when you were building up throughout the week?
Intense. I mean, it's a big competition, fast cars. I mean, this is the super late model world of, I mean, these cars are the super late models of the front wheel drives, where the rules are like tough but unlimited. You can do it, pretty much get away with a lot of stuff. They drive completely different than anything I've ever driven. I'm used to driving stuff that's all big power, wing over, right rear, just go for it. This thing here is like trying to keep a sled straight. And then it's just a different animal. So it's like with competition and having trying to do what we gotta do to make a show, I'm nervous, I ain't gonna lie.
Talking about getting the car ready and coming forward into the race, into this the week itself, what all work did you have to do to the car? Is any sort of prep that you want to share? Anything like maintenance you had to do?
Well, actually coming into this event, we weren't sure we were gonna make it. We had an engine failure early on in the season, and then he literally built this whole brand new car, new motor within the last 4 weeks just to make this show. I mean, he pulled every string he could to get this thing done and said, we're gonna go to the King of the Compacts. And I was like, are you sure? And he's like, yep. And I was like, so I had to pretty much grow some balls and say we're gonna do it. So here we are.
Did you guys end up making out to Test and Tune yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay, so going into Test and Tune and then coming out of it, how are you feeling now?
Much better. I know what I need to do to hit the marks, and I know what I need to do to find some more speed out there. Like I said, this thing drives way different. I'm used to driving something hard into the corner and being able to pull out of it. This thing here, you have to drive it hard into the corner, and if it still starts to slide, you have to drive it harder. So it's like, it's a completely different driving technique than what I'm ever used to.
So coming out of the Test and Tune, was there anything you needed to do, like adjust, anything you needed to change?
We made some tire adjustments, went up on some sizes, and then we made some spring rubber adjustments and whatnot, just trying to get the thing to where it rolls over and stays over.
Is there anybody else you want to shout out? Any sponsors? Anybody at home?
I mean, he's got yeah, my family for letting me come out and do this without hanging me. I got a wife and a young child at home, so and they're actually with North Carolina. We're getting hit by the hurricane right now, or the storm's moving in. So my wife Tara, she's seeing this, and then my family back home, everybody else. Rob Jetty Motorsports for letting me do this, and Wyndham Motors for getting the engine done real quick, and just everybody he's got going on. I couldn't be more grateful for the opportunity and the trust to do this.
Yeah, my name's Kenny Stewart. I've been racing since I was off and on since I was 14 years old. This is my first full season in the Hornet division. We finished second in points here at Florence, won the feature here last week. We're automatically locked into the feature tomorrow night with the provisional, so feeling pretty good about the weekend.
Coming into the actual weekend itself, kind of preparing for it, how are your nerves?
With having the provisional, that kind of takes some of that out of the game. See how we qualify, and we'll go from there.
Were you able to actually make it out to Test and Tune yesterday?
Yeah, we made 2 runs on the car. A little bit of overheating issue. That's what I'm working on here now. Get that taken care of so we can hopefully run the whole feature.
Have you been to a King of Compacts before?
I ran the King of Compacts last year. I ended up breaking a bearing on lap 31.
Okay.
It was running good prior to that, but did not complete the race like a lot of others.
So looking at it last year and coming into this year, do you notice any big differences, any good changes, maybe bad changes?
I think the biggest key going into tomorrow night is just a matter of survival. They did shorten the race from 60 laps to 40 laps. If you're there at the end, you got a chance.
Do you have anybody you want to shout out? Any social medias people can find you on, anywhere they can see and stuff like that?
And I just got to thank anybody and everybody that's helped me on this car this year. Obviously my wife, my girls, Dalton Property Maintenance, Bentley Lawn Designs, Supreme Lawn Care and Snow Removal, VR Transportation, Stevens Tire Service, the Half Moon Saloon, Slicker Graphics, Classic Hair Designs, Bodies by JFR.
What are we doing?
Your thing. Do your thing.
We're talking about the events of the day. The events of the day.
How'd it start?
Interesting. Let's put it like it was interesting. Man, it took so long to get everything going. Wait until 6 o'clock to get stuff going. They could have started an hour earlier. The track might have been a little better, might have been a little worse. I don't know. So we go out for our heat race. I got fairly high hopes. Like, yeah, we're starting third. Not bad qualifying. Ninth quick in our group. I'll take third in the heat race. Should be able to hang on up there. Man, let me tell you what. These guys, they beat and bang. They beat and bang for the top 5 spots. I don't do that. I don't beat and bang. I try to race clean. You can look at my race car. You can see that I race clean. I'm not that kind of racer. These guys are, however. So, noted. We got some more racing to do tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. Disappointed in my finish in the heat race. Finishing, whatever I finished, 7th or 8th. Not impressed with that at all. Put the car away. Thought we were done. We looked at the lineups. I was not in the feature tonight. Got a message and, hey, you got one more race? Well, I'm already sitting in the stands watching racing. I'm done. Cars in the trailer. We're leaving. Finished. We're good. So yeah, look, sure enough, they tagged me onto the end of the race. Started 23rd next to Aaron Tatman. Yeah, so we go out the second feature. We start 23rd. I'm thinking to myself, well, let's see if I can find a line. Not sure if I'll pass anybody. We'll just go out there and get some laps and figure this group of guys out. Because it's not even really figuring out the track. The track isn't that big a deal to figure out. It's figuring out the guys that you're racing with. A learning experience for sure. Mirrors. I don't ever want to race with a mirror in my car on dirt. You guys that race with mirrors, they can be your best friend and they can be your worst enemy. Racing with the mirror. We had one guy tonight racing with a mirror in front of us, and man, he must have blocked me 7, 8, 9 times. I don't even know. I really don't know. But it was a lot, and that's fine. No problem. I'll check up. I'm not gonna wreck you. It's not what I'm about. I don't do that. I'll check up. I'll find another way around you. Well, using that mirror ended up costing him. We went back and watched this video and watched GoPro video, and he came to the bottom. He didn't have me cleared. I was already corner committed. There was nothing I could do, and he come across my nose, and he got turned. Unfortunately, I hate doing that. I didn't mean to do that. If I had time to check up and give him the spot, I would have. I didn't. But mirrors, no, not good. I'm glad we don't allow mirrors at our local tracks. I'm glad we don't allow mirrors in the Midwest Dirt Compact Touring Series. It would be a bad situation. Anyhow, we ended up battling from 23rd place, last almost. I mean, we were in the last row. 23rd up to 11th, so not bad, not bad. Had it been a 30-lap feature, maybe I might have got into the top 5. Definitely would have cracked the top 10. There's no question there. Possibly the top 5 with 15 more laps to go. But that wasn't the format. I didn't have 30 laps. I had 15 laps to work with. We got around 12 cars in 15 laps. I'm not upset with my performance in the feature at all. Heat race, on the other hand, man, I don't know what happened. Yeah, I screwed up. I don't know. I guess I wasn't prepared. Wasn't prepared for the way that this series of drivers race. I wasn't ready for that. I've watched the videos. I've seen how they race. I knew that was how they raced. I just wasn't prepared for it, and that's on me. I should have been more prepared. Had I been more prepared, it might be a different interview. We are where we are. We're starting outside pole tomorrow in the very last chance qualifier. So good news, the best I can start tomorrow is in the last row of cars. So, based on that, it's 40 laps. We got to be patient. We have to try to keep our nose clean and stay out of trouble. Be patient. We got to work with what the track gives us. We got to work with what the other racers will give us. You know, if they want to race on the bottom, we got to find somewhere else to race. Or we got to wait for them to make a mistake. They can make a mistake and get us a lane on the bottom. We'll take that lane on the bottom, no problem. We'll take it. But if they're on the bottom, we'll try to take a lane above them or 5 lanes above them. This is a big track. You could probably race 4 wide here, no issues, if everyone was respectful of each other, which I'm not so sure everybody understands that word, but it is what it is. And that's it, man. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.